hate. Alright. Should be clear? Alright, cool. Yeah, I want to practice my builds and stuff because I haven't actually practiced with these bonds or nothing. Oh, see? Okay, so I got my edit on my left pedal. Wow. Yo, why does that keep happening? Yeah, this is kind of hard. I don't see how people do this. It's almost impossible to do it the way it is. Yo, I don't know how people do this. I think I gotta change my settings too, though. Like, make my little sensitivity a little higher or something. I don't know. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. All white? How do I get rid of this? No, I don't want to mirror it. What? Okay. There we go. There we go. Just trying to practice, get a little better though. Yo, I hate how that comes out as I'm trying to do this. See, my settings ain't bad, it's just getting used to doing this over and over. Oops. Like, my 90s gotta get better if I keep doing this shit, but it's like, man. I see it. I just moved by myself, low key. I gotta get that drift off my controller. I've been drifting. I've been. Hold up, yo. I'm just checking something. We woke up oh, baby. Yes, y'all, this is all P4. Like, ain't nothing gonna change. Yeah, that just made me so mad. That was almost perfect 90s. The only builds I really use though, like for like rushing, like if I'm rushing somebody, I'll do this, just a ramp wall, you know, triple, like double that out. But like the 90, like a lot of my boys, they use the 90s, and I mean like I haven't even, like I could fight people without doing 90s. It was just the point that I wanted to do 90s because everybody else could do it, and I was like, I felt like I was out. And I wasn't feeling that. 90s are really just. So technically, what you're doing is, if you don't know how to do 90s, and I'm like a noob at it right now because. Oh, my edits is crazy. The reason I look like a noob is because I'm using a new controller, and I got binds with it now. So like my whole controller feels like it's not even in my hand. Like it's totally new to me, shit like that. But what was I saying? Yeah though, like. It's more like a you build. You don't really have to do this, but technically, when you're doing a 1v1, you go up 1, 2. Let me start over, y'all. So when you build battling, it's gonna be like this and this, and then you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be a wall over there. Maybe it depends on where you at. Cause if you just did some random sketchy like 1v1 thing, so he gonna break that down. It's gonna be an arch. You run through it. You go 1. You do 2 up from the ramp that you're going up. So that's 1, 2, and then you start 90 in. So when you 90 in, what you want to do is you want to play. So when you 90 in, I don't think I can see it. You want to go up 2, place a wall down, place a wall up, right, down. It has to be 5 walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what that does is it gives you it's like a glitch sort of kind of because it gives you this weird boost. Oops. So when you get to this, well, technically, I mean, if you're doing it like quick, you get 5 walls. But if you're doing it the like super slow way, you'll get like each wall filled. So you'll end up looking like this. But when you do it, you'll pop up because you put a floor, and then you see how I didn't even move, and the build was just yellow. Let me show y'all again. So like, you see how it's yellow right now? That's because honestly, I could like until you move, you could phase through that. So when you do the jump, it's like you do a little bump. So when you doing 90s, you basically bump into builds, and when you move that little bit, it bounces you out like real quick. So like when you're doing your 90s, you're not moving. So you're moving forward with the left stick, no matter what. The only thing you're turning is your right analog stick, and just increments when you're doing 90s. Everything else is just your finger tabs. And a lot of times you're gonna mess up and clutch it, but the way I got good at it, I didn't like keep going from that. Like once you get good at 90s, you can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I literally had to It's kind of hard talking and doing this. Streamers need to get paid like for doing this shit. Like what the? But oh what the hell? That still kept it together. But yeah though, like it's like it's more like just learning how you do it. Cause when I started, I would literally do like I was doing this the whole time. And then I was getting wild with it. Like, people was getting mad that those aren't real 90s. And I'm like, yeah, I'm killing you with it. That's why. You know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, like, this is the first ramp rush I learned, or the second. It was my favorite, bro. Like, I could do this all day. And, like, a lot of times you'll see me do 90s with just a ramp and walls. So I like pop up. You see how that did that though? Like I did this, and it pops me up. I'm jumping just a little bit, cause when you're in motion, the jump isn't a long jump. So when you doing this, a lot of times it like glitches you into a little phase. See how that just did that? So you gotta learn how to control that. Like I think I'm at height. No, I'm not. Get faster at it. It's nothing special. Don't let nobody tell you that doing 90s is the way to win the game of Fortnite. The game of Fortnite right now is based upon who can do this faster. Like you have to sit here and do this all day to actually be a Fortnite player. Like if you can't edit, then there's no point. And like me, that's my biggest pet peeve, cause like I used to be like a big editor, like I could do all that, but like with work and stuff, I've been falling off from the game, and like a lot of my ass friends are actually pretty good now. So it's like, even if they are better at me at certain things, I tend to have these fights where like, like, damn, I can't do this, like they can, and I'm like, nah, I ain't even that. It's not even that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just me not having enough practice. And I want to be a streamer, so it's like, either I get the practice or I don't. It's just like basketball. You got to get the practice or you ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? See, like, that's the problem with this new binds, because it's like, I'm used to what I used to have. So, like... And like if you can't do this all day, then it's like no point in you playing. And I don't mean that in a mean way, I mean that in like in the most literal of ways, because you don't have to be the fastest editor, but you do have to be able to edit consistently or know which edits you're making. It's become a game of more building than anything, and that's what they did to take the competitive edge out of Fortnite, because a lot of times you would have these players who were good and like could build, and like you see what they try to do recently. They try to take the building away from us. Like they try to do that of all things. And like it's simply just yeah, man, like I said, Fortnite is a game of it's just too much to call it. Like Fortnite is everything. Like you didn't even have to have, like at the beginning of the game you had to have skill to play, and like they made it so much easier to do things. Like when I first started, there was no separate like keys to press for you to even build. You had to use this, like, I know I got a lot of friends that play on this setting, which is Combat Pro, and like you can see it. Like, hold on, let me show you just how bad it is. Look at what I have to do just to build. So if I could stay on this the whole time, but look at what I have to do. I have friends that do, like, I can't even Okay, you change your settings by pressing L2, but I have to press L1, L1, R1 to swap between. I can't just press a certain key to get to one. You know what I'm saying? See, like I'm just doing stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's hard. Like I got friends that play on this every day, and I don't know how. But a lot of time they have controllers and stuff like that. But that's not the point. At the speed they built, like on a fast pace, as if they don't have that restriction to them with this whole, you know what I'm saying, the whole L1 R1 thing, and I'm just like, yo, that's, you gotta give props to somebody who's at a disadvantage like that. Like, there's no way. I'm saying, like, oh, I'll just check the stream, y'all. If you in here, holla at me. If you're not, bump you then. When I get famous, don't ask me for no country sweet or no gosh darn it tacos on Tuesday. I don't even know what I'm doing right now, y'all. But maybe I should go in a game. Who's online? Like my team, both my teams that I play with are online, but they have a squad that's pissing me off. But you know how that goes. So I'ma just like let it be, cause everybody has their own thing. Who's online? Rion's online. Geo. Pollux. Well, everybody's online. I kind of want to get a creative server started, so I'm probably gonna start posting that on my social media. Don't follow me. Follow me at Duvie on Facebook, which is DUVIEE. Duvie got next on Instagram. I have my supporter creator code on there as well. Twitter, it's Duvie Uchiha, DUVIEE underscore Uchiha UCHIHA. We're basically gonna start trying to do Rochester Fortnite Fridays and stuff like that. Like, you know, bring the entertainment to the town. If you don't know, I'm from Rochester, New York. But definitely want to start pushing towards some more events for, you know, people that played in my city. Try to get us a little more involved with the community, because I mean we're good. Like Rochester breeds good people at almost everything you could think of, literally. So it's like, we'll figure it out. But no, seriously, we're gonna start doing custom matches. I have a custom code and stuff like that. I could do all of that now because I'm through Epic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we'll try to get that going. But yeah, give me 1 second, guys.